Alright, let us see what a new account in this game's gonna look like. Let's get that new player experience. Alright, so far looks exactly the same as the other account. Alright, nothing crazy. Let's see when it gives me the freedom to click things on my own. I believe this one's always Sully or Buzz. Okay. So you still get Sully and Buzz. Great. Opening team stays the same. Awesome. Just want to make sure there's no differences between any other account and the new player experience before I start going crazy on advice. Imagine if I start making videos that are like, hey, everybody, just go all in on Mickey because he's Kingdom and you'll need him for this, and then you don't get Mickey and everyone's just like, oh, you're an idiot. Well, can't do that. So yeah, this looks roughly the same. Boop. you will replace it immediately. But for now, it's going to look really cool. As a matter of fact, the first time you use this spell, you get trapped. You start believing that this spell is totally awesome. And then you hit level 10, and then the spell is completely useless. But it serves its purpose. It does something. It serves its purpose in that it's the first spell that tells you it's time to replace spells. It is educational. Alright, you're gonna die now. But it is awesome. What is this game? Yeah, I love it. I love this game so much. Oh, you're talking about mystical... Like, yeah, because you do this and it kills everybody, and you're like, this is amazing. And then you hit level 20 and you PvP somebody, and they take no damage from it. Like, it does 40 damage to people who have 10,000 health, and you're like, alright, never mind. I don't think I need to kill Shan Yu, but... Oh, don't be sad. Don't be sad. There are plenty of... There's a lot of situational spells, too. Sugar Rush is an example of a spell that, like... Had the Google for update. Didn't with my app refresh, installing it now. Alright. So one thing I want to avoid doing when I'm giving advice or, like, information to people in this game is I'm not going to tell people what the best thing is and what the worst thing is. I'm going to tell people what, like, good things are and what things that aren't really worth it. Because everything is not only subject to change, but if you learn nothing from the beta, it was characters that previously weren't useful or good could have one patch where they are amazing. For a long time, Facilier, or Dr. Facilier, was completely useless. And anyone would tell you, like, you can't use him. He's not. A patch came, and now he's the best healer in the game. Bar none. So, you know. So I'm gonna be reticent to tell people, like, oh man, start farming Hades on day one. Like, no. Like, no. Start farming stuff that will help you progress. You don't need to be like, you just need to be at certain levels. Like, you need to be able to win consistently in PvP arena. You don't need to be able to auto fight a 30-second battle unless you're spending money, in which case do whatever you want. You're spending money, you know. Never unlocked him before change, so he's always been the best. So he's always been the best? That's fair. Yeah. Well, that's just like the cautionary tale of saying something is good versus something is bad, as opposed to just saying, like explaining why something is good or why something is bad. Like, Ariel is a good character, and she's very useful because she's an oceanic character, a healer, an AoE healer, and she has a dispel on basic, on ult. Like her purge gets rid of buffs on other character. So she's not a bad character, and anyone who said she's a bad character doesn't understand what the word bad means. That said, I wouldn't necessarily strap the rockets to her and put all my resources in, because you could probably do a little bit Should be available everywhere now. Its global launch has happened. Kind of weird that it was Tuesday. Strangest global launch for a mobile game I've ever, Tuesday, go. We're in the middle of an event. I guess there is technically no right time. So, or I guess no wrong time to launch it. But a very strange timing on this launch. Alright. I don't... When do we gain the ability to speed up? What level is that? When do I not have to play this game at the slow pace? Which is the first upgrade you get. That's the first rule of advice that I get. Progress until you can speed up the game. 10? I think you're right. I think it's after this stage. Okay. So, let's just take a quick look and determine what I'm going to be doing the second it lets me stop clicking buttons. Oh, good, a prize. Claim my reward. That's not an ultimate chest. It doesn't have character shards in it. Oh, it does. It has... Oh! This is adorable. Never mind. This is... Wait. This is... 3 of each is meh, but... Okay. Reaching 3 is unlocked events. Oh, this can't... Is this really any longer a tutorial? Oh, no problem, Edward. Oh, this is the event that you unlock, what's her name now, right? I want to say Invisible Woman. I know that's not true. Elastigirl. That's right. Oh, wait, is this the Cave of One? What? Does everyone just get Aladdin at the opener now? What happened? I thought that was a special thing. I thought that was just because of when I logged in. If everyone gets Aladdin, this is going to be way easier to build videos around. Take Aladdin, strap rocket pack on him, fly him to the moon. Be okay. You're dead. Boop. What? Just... Yeah, no, well, fine. Oh no, I need to change my name. I don't have to. I don't plan on keeping this. Please change your name. Alright. This... just a little note. If the first 20 minutes of gameplay... How long have I been streaming? 16 minutes. So Aladdin is totally worth investing in? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. I'm not playing a 20-minute tutorial on a mobile game. Most people download mobile games because someone tells them to or because they're pooping. I don't take 20-minute poops. I'm okay. I'm healthy. I'm a healthy person. So please, this 20-minute tutorial that doesn't allow me to look at what's going on at any point, this needs I don't know, any amount of time break. Please. Let me do a couple of stages, then let me look around. You can have the arrow saying go here. You just can't force me to go here. So MSF? MSF's tutorial doesn't take 20 minutes. Trust me, I've done it multiple times. It's like you get through one of the things that I think the first 4 levels are like built in, but you like power through them. It's after that you're just leveling so fast that like a new thing unlocked and it wants to tell you about them. But you get access to like start looking at your characters and stuff real quickly. Yeah, Aladdin is definitely worth it. For like 4 reasons. Like there's so many reasons Aladdin is good. Okay, auto battle unlocked. Okay, everybody. We're done. The next battle is going to be tough. You're almost done with the tutorial. Almost. I just want to be able to talk about things that are going on. Okay, I don't meet any of the requirements because I have no character level 8. Sure. How long is this event permanent now? Okay, I am done with the tutorial. Excellent. So here's the Elastigirl free character tutorial. Aladdin gets his own thing, which is phenomenal because, yes. Path of Peril. This is the event. Please don't make this a key event. Please don't make this a key event. Oh, we don't. Okay, but it doesn't have the thing that usually says keys, so cool. And this is the current Mulan event. Cool. Okay. So now that we've destroyed this tutorial, oh, free Merida? What? Amazing. I pre-regged. Thank you. Where's my Sorcerer Mickey? So, now that we can actually talk about this game, let's take a quick look at a few things that I want everyone to know. The first... Oh, wait. You don't even... Does it not even show? Oh, okay. Then I'll say this. Don't buy these. Don't buy them. There's no reason to. I mean, if you have infinite money and nothing to do with it, like, yeah, buy them. They're not gonna be worth it, but like, at least after you spent $200 or $300. I have them on my main account. That's why I'm weirded out by it. Like, if you spend $200 on these orbs, you will not. And what is that? 3,600. So 20. A little bit over 20. I think you could probably pull it off with the 99 purchase, right? So you could buy, what, 3 or 4 of them with the 99 purchase? Even. Maybe 5 if you buy something else too with the $100. You're not gonna... So that's $100. So if you open 10 packs, I'm super confident that you're not gonna get enough value out of it. Yeah, it's Mickey Custom. So if that's like... If you want to spend $200 and get a little bit of everybody, like, that's cool. I dig it. You know what I'm saying? But like... I'm not saying you're wrong for buying it. I'm saying there are way better things to buy all the time. All you have to do is wait a minute. Like wait 20 minutes. I don't even know why this is showing here, because I wanted to show... You know what? Here's what I'll do. Well, I kind of wonder why it's not letting me see all of the other offers, like the pass holder. Oh, I have to be level 10 for pass holder? And VIP? Yeah. All of this stuff is unlocked. Alright, so... New players, what are we doing? We don't have Club Dungeon until we're in a club, so this entire side is based on clubs. I do not have a club, so I'm just gonna join... I'm gonna join some random club. Wait, okay. We're gonna go here and request it. What do you mean by request? Get out of here, just put me in. You're not real people. None of you are real clubs. Yeah, I don't care. So you're going to want to join a club. That's the first step. And the reason why you're going to join a club is because the clubs are... I'll join Disney Mexico. Whatever. Join. You get to make requests for items, and the rest of your people will fulfill them. You also can request energy and refreshes. So if you go to, this is a terrible example, battle, grand campaign, take any fight, right? This looks like a fight. If I run out of energy and I farmed a node too many times, you can request the energy from people, and it costs them nothing. They just push a button. Anyone can push the button. And you can also request a refresh. So you can, if you have a limited node, there's some of these nodes you can farm an infinite number of times. As long as you have energy, you can farm them. The other nodes are limited. So if you want to make sure that you have the ability to farm them multiple times, not just the 3 times or 4 times if you have a VIP, you can request a refresh from an alliance or a club member and farm it a total of 6 times a day instead of 3, you know, or 8 instead of 4. Other than that, it is weird to me that you can't just buy the VIP, you know. That's fine. I just wanted to take a quick look. Oh, I can't even look at campaigns? Cool. So we're going to not be on the free-to-play account anymore. So, because now I know what I can and can't get away with as a content creator for this game. I mean, I'll keep that account in case I want to test something, like figuring out exactly like when things unlock, like when does tower unlock, etc. But take your time. Thank you. Why is this taking so long to load? Oh. It's not like it was open on my phone or anything. Oops. Alright, so. Put me in, coach. I'm ready. Cool. Can't do any of these right now, and that's fine. This one I might buy on principle. Let's do that. Let's do a review of what a new player who's willing to spend money should look at. Let's check. Pass holder gold, absolutely worth it. The reason I haven't bought it yet is because I just haven't. And I don't know if I can from here. Let me. Sure. Nope. Nope. Doesn't remember the password, and neither do I. So I gotta buy it on my phone. Okay. Thank you. Anyway, I will buy that the second I get on my phone. But yeah, the pass holder. So just to show you a little bit of what that even means, the pass holder, you get a whole bunch of free stuff. It's things you get for playing the game, basically for leveling up, for completing missions or farming, but you also have quests that you randomly might accomplish, you know, like use Ariel's electric current ability. You know, you do this, you get a little bit more XP. The overall pass holder experience is relatively quick. There are 50 tiers. At the end of it you get, I guess that's a dragon, I'm not sure. And there's a little bit of gold, some level up potions, some gems. Nothing crazy. and you'll get like one character shard of a bunch of different characters. So, pretty good. The difference between having the gold and not gold is 3. There are 3 different pieces. The first is, if you have pass holder gold, you immediately, like the day you buy it, unlock these characters. Well, not necessarily unlock. This guy's a 10, so you'll unlock him, and you'll be halfway through Barley. So that's a 10 character shard. Huge. It's a huge boost. I guess 2 of Manticore is also big, because Manticore is probably the farmable one. But you also... Where is it? Is there no costume in this one? Huh. Strange. Strange that there's no costume in this one. Okay. Usually there's a costume involved, which is the benefit of buying the pass holder. Aside from obviously the rewards you see, which are more gems. Is it a lot more gold? Does it look like they lowered the gold amount? It looks a little bit like they lowered the gold. I'm not sure though. I hope they didn't. You get a little bit, you get a decent chunk of gold, a decent amount of gems over the time you progress. And as you can tell, this pass holder's been out for a couple of days and I'm already almost halfway through. It takes nothing. Most players can finish the pass holder completely free, like without spending any money in like 2 or 3 days. So one of the better ways to spend money. The other good way to spend money in this game is the VIP. Let me find the store again. There it is. So we'll look at both of them, I guess. So this is the 30-day VIP. These are what you get with it. You get gems every day, and the gem amount is, you know, this is 50 gems a day with 500 immediately. The big one is 150 gems a day with 1,000 immediately. Whatever. Like, buy either. To my knowledge, you can stack them. So you can buy multiple VIP gem packages and get a whole bunch of gems delivered to you every day. Why you would do that? I don't know. I would do it. That sounds fun. But it doesn't change what the VIP rewards are. No matter what, the only thing it changes is what gems you get. Your cooldown timer on challenges is instant, which means you just get to play the game really quickly in one shot, as opposed to like having to wait for cooldowns. Sometimes that matters. Sometimes that really doesn't make a difference because you're already progressing. Like, you already have to wait for certain things like Sorcerer's Apprentice, Sorcerer's Tower Tournament, or maybe some PvP stuff, or you're waiting for someone to fulfill a request. So the patience is kind of okay, but you know, when you're not paying attention, just the ability to clear all of the challenges, the daily challenges immediately, is kind of huge. You also gain a little bit extra energy per refresh, whatever. Daily login, you get double the daily login rewards. That's pretty cool. You get 1 extra attempt on both elite nodes and club dungeon attacks. It doesn't really matter too much for either of those things, but like, it's a nice little boost. That's why it's one of those things where you're not getting rocket launched further away from buying it, but you're getting a nice little boost to a lot of different things. 1 touch complete all challenges, best feature in the game. I'm lazy. So yeah, that paid for itself. Exclusive VIP access, we already did that. 1 touch complete, 1 touch purchase. Oh, 1 touch simulate tower mode. Trust me, you're not gonna need this. It used to be there was 1 tower and you would climb all the way up, and when you bought this, it was great because you didn't have to do the fight. You didn't have to do the 11 or 12 fights or 13. I don't remember how many fights there was. Now that there are multiple towers, and I'll show you guys real quick after this what the towers look like. Getting to the final tower sucks. Like, it's not something you're just gonna do. It's also not something you work towards. It's something that inevitably you are strong enough to defeat, just not immediately. So I'm not even bothering with it. I don't care what the rewards are. It does not matter. I'm going to do it when my teams are strong enough anyway. 3x battle speed. Yeah, I like speed, so not bad. And then additional save team slots and bonus daily quest rewards. I guess. Yeah, you basically get double the quest rewards for having a VIP, and you get 5 save team slots as opposed to, or you get 10 instead of 5, so you get 5 extra. So VIP is something I would, if you are interested in spending money, one of the first things I would buy is the VIP and then the pass holder. I know that sounds crazy, it's because that's $20 and it doesn't actually progress your roster. These are like subscription packages. I also would never buy this pass holder under any circumstances. It is not worth it. I will tell you right now, the only thing that would make this worth it is, they would make this worth $20, is if they strapped $15 worth of gems to it. like I barely think this one is worth $10, so I'm not spending an extra $10 for a hand. Like, this pass holder experience means nothing, because pass holder means nothing, because I do it completely for free. So, like, giving us an Ultimates chest, I'm sorry, your Ultimate chests aren't good. Like, if they're good, I'd care. Gems, yeah. Like, give me enough gems for buying this that I can buy, like, I don't know, 40 refreshes, something in the store, a costume in the VIP store, then I might consider it. Everything else you get is mediocre at best. So yeah, 5,000, yeah. No, under no circumstances. I would buy the pass holder VIP. As a matter of fact, if you run the numbers, if you buy the pass holder VIP 4 times, you get more gems than if you spend $100 on the gem pack. Where is it? This one right here, because this was the first time buy. So if you buy the VIP, it's more gems over 30 days than if you just buy this. The difference is I have it now versus I have it over a couple of days. But realistically, there's not much to spend gems in this game to progress. You could technically spend gems on anything. Let's see. Yeah, like, look, I could spend gems here. Is anything here worth spending gems on? No, not really. Pretty much none of it. Oh, I wanted to see if Tapjoy is still available. Oh, Tapjoy is still available. That's weird. Talk about that. As far as the exchanges are concerned, for the most part, you're gonna have more and less tiers and everything as you progress. Like, the higher you get, the more things show up in the store, the less previous things show up. So like your early stages of the game, you see more of the early stage items. Late stages, they kind of reserve certain things. Now, I noticed the gold store doesn't have tier 4, tier 5, or tier 6 ability materials, or gear tiers, whatever. I guess that's fine. As for the Club Conquest, let's see what this store has. I think that this store is kind of a supplementary character farm store. You really want to save any store that has gear. That should be your highest priority. Exceptions, of course, are if you're, you know, 1 purchase away from starring up a character. If Jack Sparrow, if I was 3 away from Jack Sparrow, I might buy him. I also might buy him now because I have so many of these credits that I can afford to, but in general, I do kind of try to save to be able to purchase gear, because gear is the biggest bottleneck in this game. Everything else is a relatively reasonable farm period, but gear is, trust me, when you're finished gearing the next one character, you go to the next one, and I think they just released gear tier 7 and 8, so... Oh, here's that request refresh I was telling you about. The Sorcerer's Tournament store. We're just gonna go ahead and buy this. Oh no, I forgot. I already have him. I thought I'm supposed to be buying Mordu. Damn. Oh well. Am I upset? No. It'll be okay. I just lost like a day's progress on him, or not even a day, 1 purchase on him. It'll be fine. Because I've been buying Shan Yu since day 1. So I'm just so used to the action of quick, buy. I'm not too mad, though. I'm not too terribly mad about being able to farm a little bit of Steamboat Mickey. What else? What other information? Oh, yeah, now I could show you the campaign. So new players, whether you're spending or not, it doesn't matter. You're going to be sticking to... The only difference is, if you're not spending, you probably want to stick to one strategy, which is either build the earliest possible kingdom team you can get, which, just to show what that is, from Grand Campaign, you have access to Mickey and Aladdin relatively early in Grand Campaign, which is 2 members of the kingdom team you're probably going to want to worry about. No one else there stands out as a high priority pick. Buzz. Buzz is also a relatively decent farm, but in Grand Campaign, you want to stick to one character. You know, like, you may want to take a character to 2-star, and then take the next character to 2-star, and then take the next one, if you're doing it in Grand Campaign. But even then, that's a little risky. Let's go to Heroes Campaign. Now, the Heroes Campaign requires hero characters and always gives you a villain. As far as the characters you're going to start with, you could skip Gaston. He's fine. Don't feel bad if you use him. You could skip Gaston. You don't skip Demona. You go into Demona. And the reason you unlock Demona, is she great? No, she's not. I'm not going to lie. She's not a great character. But you need downtown characters to unlock Zerg, and Demona is really good at being a downtown character. She's the best because you get her first. So I would probably farm her... Oh, I already have. Today. At least, you know, the 3 attempts you get, no worries. Yzma is not good, and that conversation doesn't end. Hook is fine because he's an Oceanic character, and you will need them to progress in towers, but you have Ariel to do a little bit, and by the time you reach level 30, you've probably accidentally unlocked Hook or Tinkerbell, and I'm not sure which of them is better, so I might stand you at 5-star, level 38, tier 4. Bring him up. Strap the rocket ship to him. He's great. He is great. Hopper and Oogie, I kind of skipped. I have Oogie now. As a matter of fact, I'll farm a little bit of him right now. Just woke up. What's happening? DSA. So I just farmed a little bit of Oogie. But again, downtown villain character. I cannot stress enough how important your villain's team... Syndrome, downtown villain. How important... Big Bad Wolf, downtown villain. Like, your villain's team is the downtown villains. All other villains are situational at best. Get the downtown villains. I... Almost to the point where I would say unlock Facilier from the arena store before any of the exclusives. That's how good Facilier and the Downtown Villains team is. As a matter of fact, that might be my hot take. It's so dangerous to say that, but I think it's right. Yeah, he unlocks, I believe, at 50. It might be right. I know that sounds crazy, but it might be better to have Facilier than to have Shan Yu. I don't know. I'm gonna say no, it's not. Shan Yu is better, but you don't want to split. Like, you don't want to have 10 Hades shards, or you don't want to quickly unlock all of the characters. That's the worst thing you can do in this game. I would strongly recommend, please, pretty please, do not worry about unlocking all of the characters. Worry about strengthening a team. The only reason you should ever have a character here, let me show you my ridiculous roster. Ridiculous isn't good. Ridiculous is silly. I have a silly roster. So these are the gear tier 5 characters. Of regrets, there are 2. Simba and Simba again. I regret Simba twice. Mulan just got up. A lot of the rest of the characters are gear tier 4, which is more than adequate for any of the content. As a matter of fact, I stick by a rule of 4s. I take the characters to gear tier 4, level 40 at 4-star, and then you can start getting a real feel for what they do. Mostly because at gear tier 4, you've at least unlocked the leadership ability of a character if they have it, or most abilities. Mulan is, yeah, all of her abilities are not only unlocked, but you also get to unlock the level 2 ability of most things in the game, and that's the effect. So check it out. Most abilities in this game are does the thing, change what the thing does or add to it, and then level 3 is damage. Most of the time. I think there's a couple of exceptions. Nope, every time on this character. So the damage is damage. Like, it's a number that means I killed you. So I don't worry about making this upgrade, but I always want to make the level 2 upgrade as fast as I can. You know what I mean? Like, it's important because that's when you get to start seeing effects. For example, I'm gonna use a character that Aladdin. Perfect. Because he's best. This ability unlocks. At level 2, he gains evasion. At level 3, it does more damage. So, the evasion, the fact that he can't be hit, is what the most important thing of this ability is. So, like, that you can do that at the 4s. I wouldn't necessarily say, on the other side, every single character needs to be at 4. A lot of why I don't, let me tell you this. I saved a lot of money by outsourcing my questions to other people. I had someone work on Mordu, I had someone work on Merlin, I had someone work on Hades, and I got their input and how good those characters are for players who are leveling, and the answer is, it's still Shan Yu. Shan Yu is still the correct starting choice for a player. It's still the correct starting choice. Like, as far as the exclusives to farm, he's the best option because of what he does. That said, like, Hades is okay. He's not great. He's okay. In the end game, someone will tell you, oh, you have no idea, Tony. In the end game, it's all about Hades. Like, oh, okay. I've been playing this game for 2.5 months. I've spent a couple $100, and I'm at level 47, 48. So I'm not really worried about the end game that's coming in 2 months. I'll probably have every character at 7-star by then. It doesn't matter. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I've been playing for almost 3 months. I'm not at level cap. I'm not worried about the end game, and no one should be. No one in this game should worry about what the best end game characters are, because there's so many different things, and the meta that keeps shifting. They've reworked so many teams, and I don't think that's the end of it. That I wouldn't be surprised. There was a period of time where Zerg was good, but the downtown villains were garbage, and even when I face off against people in PvP arena, it just hurts their feelings. It's just rude to them. Oh, you did it, man. You did it. Also, auto fight, just so everyone knows, auto fight is dumb. Like, it is very dumb. Like, it doesn't do what you want it to. It doesn't know what the right choice is. It doesn't care. Wait, why do I have Trigger? Trigger's not on my... What? Trigger's not on my team. That's weird. You got it, dude. Oh, I thought I was gonna get the full clear. No, he killed Facilier, the guy who doesn't do damage. Okay. Yeah, like that's, and that's like the custom team I built with Shan Yu and Aladdin. I can easily go ahead and replace. Yeah. I don't like that placement though. Oh, what are these spells? Get this garbage spells out of here. There. Let's see if I fight somebody. This is just the downtown villains, right? Haimlefisa. Oh, this guy's way stronger than me. I have no chance. He's level 56. He's got a high Darkling Duck. Why are we on the tube? Because it's DSA. I'm making a video. I'm making this video before I start cutting actual videos to release. I'm not gonna be on much longer. I wanted to keep this to under an hour, and I'm at 50 minutes. The new player experience video. I'm not winning this fight. This guy's way stronger than me. He's got like 15 levels. All right, let's do this. Shoot this guy in the face. Streaming after or nah? No, I'm gonna do video recording. Boom. What kills me? This is a feature that I desperately want in this game. Why can't I quit? Like, I'm just letting you guys know. I cannot stand a game mode where I'm locked into. Because you know what's going to happen? Because I'm a bad person. So I'm throwing it out there. I'm a terrible person. I'm going to just go ahead and like hard rope you forever because I don't want to do this fight anymore. Quitting in PvP is toxic? No. Making me have to play is toxic. Making me have to fight a fight I can't win is toxic. So I don't care. Like, I had no chance of winning this fight. It was impossible. And now it just wasted my time. So I'm gonna quit. Press auto. No, because I want to play the game. No, bullshit. No, that's not press auto. Get out of here. Fuck you. Like, no. I'm here to play this game. I'm not, like, not everybody is going to do what I do, which is sit here, play the game for an hour straight and be okay. Like, I want to, like a man. Yeah, no. No, and guess what? Your like, critical words of me for doing it is not going to make me not do it. I don't care. I will double down and be a dirt. Like, I will just sit here and do nothing because it's allowed. Because I want to quit. I want to be able to go in, lose the fight, and quit. There's no reason I shouldn't be able to. There's no exploit. Any argument that against this is foolish. I shouldn't have to do this fight for 30 minutes. How long did this take? Too long. I could have been in the next fight already. It wouldn't have given me anything. I'd get no reward. Now this guy's got to dirtle around and beat up my summon. This is bad game design. The other bad game design that exists is when in a Sorcerer's tournament, if someone is attacking me, I can't attack somebody. Terrible game design. Because I could ice somebody out of fighting. Like, I know my rewards payout is 9 p.m. my time, so I can go to Sorcerer's tournament and say, Copenhagen, you can't It prevents leapfrogging at the cost of letting me not play. So the argument is, which do you care more about? Leapfrogging or me being locked out of the ability to play the game? I cannot stress how quickly a game will die when people cannot play. Like, if I log in to do a Sorcerer's Arena fight and I can't do an attack because someone's attacking me, and then I try for 5 minutes or 6 minutes, and that doesn't happen, like, look, I'm efficient when I come to murdering. The only reason, like, look at it like this. How many people have been playing this game and cannot stand the trigger meta in the early game, where, like, every time you win a fight, there's a trigger that you have to hit 14 times and save your cooldowns for? It's the worst, right? Have you ever lost a fight because of trigger due to turns in PvP arena? Yeah? That's bad. That's a bad experience. People will quit for that. People will find a way to cheat arena payouts. That's crazy. No, it already exists. We do it all the time. I'm telling you right now, we do it all of the time. Like, for a while, me and Lyra would lock out Zubs. Well, Zubs is new and distinct. Lalhamed, and before he joined Copenhagen, before he joined our alliance, like, we would lock him out. Me and Lyra would be number 1 and number 2, and one of us would start a fight with Copenhagen so he couldn't fight the other. And we would just, like, I would go away. I would literally just start the fight and walk away. Because if you lose in PvP arena, you don't lose rank. It doesn't matter if you're fighting up or down. But if you win, like, it doesn't matter. I would just lock people out. That is a real feature of the game. But no, quitting in PvP is toxic. Okay. No, like that I'm letting you guys know that is a feature that is going to happen unless they figure out a way to stop it from happening. Because you can't just tell people, you can't just call it a bad thing and people aren't going to do it. Like Alliance Shelling in Marvel Strike Force, like, Alliance Shelling is a naughty thing. Okay, prevent people from doing it, make or claim that it's bannable, and then be able to track it, or you're just saying it's okay. Other than that, I don't know if there's any other... Oh, no, I wanted to look at the Villains campaign. So the Villains campaign, of course, takes villains and unlocks hero characters. Good news is, you get to immediately farm Aladdin and Jasmine. You can kind of skip Merida. Buzz is available. Tink's available. She's okay. She's not nearly as bad as some people may say. She has turn rewind on basic. That's all I'm going to say. If you know how good that is, great. 2 Jasmine nodes, Korra's, whatever. So here's the thing about the Villains campaign and the Heroes campaign. Obviously, if you build that downtown team, you should be able to auto fight like your way through. It's going to be based on level. But because you gain very early Ash, yeah, she is. That's kind of what the point was. Because like you get early access to Aladdin and Jasmine, it's so important for a new player to like target the Kingdom team, not because they're the absolute best team, not like for no other reason than they minimize the amount of time you're going to spend losing fights. So the idea of the Kingdom team is they're fast. So you are constantly building a very solid, fast team in the Kingdom team. The benefits are very simple. Aladdin and Jasmine are 2 of the characters used to unlock Jafar. Jafar's not really that good, but he's not terrible, and he's a character. So, like, of course, why wouldn't you try to unlock him? So if you work on Aladdin and Jasmine, you're working towards a different team, or towards a different character unlock, as well as building parts of a very good team. And the other parts of that team, you can use Mickey. Mickey is a Kingdom character that you get really early, and I believe was Farmbo in Grand Campaign early. I don't know where his node is here. I thought, was he on this node before Sally went here? I thought he was early here too. Oh, he's just not at all here. He's only available in Grand Campaign. Because he's only available in the early stages of Grand Campaign, I might flex into farming him. Yeah. I might flex into farming him instead of Aladdin early, because you have the ability to farm Aladdin on a node. But ultimately, it's up to you. You could farm them. You could farm Aladdin super hard, or you could kind of choose a different place. Just unlocked Aladdin. He worked. Yep. Strap the boots on. You'll be using them forever. You trust me. He's all around phenomenal. Yeah, I don't know. It's one of these two. Like I said, this game is incredibly event-oriented. Any of the stars worth it? Mickey, have you watched any of this video? Or any of my videos on this? I have an entire series on this, and there's more videos coming out. The answer is yes. Everyone but Sully, I think. And none of the villains. What does he want? I'm not giving you any of those. Okay. Yeah, so early stages, if you're just starting this game, I would recommend farming Mickey farming Aladdin and Jasmine if you can. Working on the villains' characters you should be working on. If they don't say downtown, do not bother with them. That's not saying that there aren't good non-downtown villains. I'm specifically saying downtown villains unlock Zerg and are a great team. So that's and like they're a great sustainable team that you can progress through. I know you're gonna say, well, I have a Yzma and I have these characters, shouldn't I work in them? The answer is no. The answer is you should put a little bit into them so that they can help you progress to the characters you want to farm. But ultimately, since you're gonna want to progress through the Heroes campaign faster, again, this is assuming you're not spending money or an event or an offer. Like, if there's a $20 offer that unlocks all of the downtown villains, you know, like, whether you buy that or not doesn't mean that that's not the correct choice. You know, you're still doing it. Other people just happen to do it for money as opposed to time. So I think that that's a really important distinction. I don't know. Oh, tower, last thing I'll talk about. Great. So the way the tower is going to work is the first fight is a free-for-all where you're just going to use whatever your team is, climb all the way up. Thanks, I really wanted this graphic. And eventually unlock a Headless Horseman who will replace Magical Missile. Or Magical Meteor, sorry. The next tower gives you Thunder Mountain Boom tokens. I do not use these, but I hear they're fun. And a couple of other random materials. And I believe this tower requires any downtown character. And if you're farming the downtown villains, they're all downtown characters. Also, Buzz Lightyear happens to be downtown. So that team's already good. Kingdom and Oceanic, this is where the challenge begins. If you've been farming Kingdom, you're going to be fine for most of the fight. Oceanic, Ariel's Oceanic, that's great. And then it's either Tink or... brain fart, sorry. Tink or Hook. I wouldn't necessarily farm one or the other. As long as the other ones are strong, you know, you could just use in Hook, thank you. Yeah. You start with Hook. I think Tink is better than Hook, but like I'll tell you, I did the fight where I just didn't die. Like that, like I just put it in, killed everything really fast, and then it didn't matter that my Hook was level 30 because he just didn't do anything. The Downtown and Wilds team, Jack Sparrow's farmable now too. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's worth it though. Downtown Wilds. Wilds is going to be the weird one. Now, if you're lucky and a Lion King event has passed and you got Simba and Rafiki, you just combine them with your downtown characters that you were able to use from here, you'll be fine. If you didn't, then you have a little bit less of a pool. So if you start with farming Shan Yu, you're not going to have Mordu. And that's fine, because by the time that part you get to that phase, you might be finished with Shan Yu. So let's take a quick look at the Wilds characters. It's unlikely. Well, Baloo is not worth farming. Mordu is unique. These two, I don't believe they're even farmable anymore. Oh no, they are. Okay. Very end of the very end game. So yeah, your really only options for 1 and 2 Wilds characters are going to be Merida and Hopper, and neither of them are really good. That's not true. Like, she does decent damage, and he's a pretty decent tank that dispels. So, like, you should be okay with one of them. I know I did it with these, so maybe just wait for the event. Soundless's Merida is great. Like, is his Merida great? Or does he have a max invested character fighting a bunch of characters that aren't max investment? Because a character, like, a lot of people want to say 2 things that I don't agree with. The first thing is, in endgame, this is the meta. That doesn't help people get to the endgame. Therefore, working on characters that are endgame meta is stupid. The second is, if you are not in endgame and you are fighting down or across with random characters of random levels and gear, you know, you're not gaining a full function of what the character can do. You don't know. You don't know if, because Aladdin is so good in the early game, if he falls out in the late game. If that's true, does that make Aladdin a bad investment? No, because he's so good in the early game, much like in MSF, much like characters like Yondu, where they're so good early game that there's no downside to using them early and then just finding another use for them later and skipping them. Like, this game is about progress, and I think Lyra and I always talk about it. Like, in 3 months' time, from this day, and I've already got a head start on everybody, right? And at any point in time, I could just start spending more money. Like, I'm gonna have all the characters at 7-star. Like, it's going to happen. I have so many characters that are, like, at star level, and I haven't upgraded because I just don't have the gold. That, like, whatever. I bring characters to gear tier 4 when I look around and they're all green. I'm like, oh, whatever, I'll just gear tier 4 Sully. Like, so much so that I just unlocked a new character and got her to 4. And that's it. Like, so the pacing of the game is fine, as far as what it's going to take. I think 3 to 4 months to progress to level 60 is fine. If you're spending, so just to show you the difference of spending, I'm going to show you what somebody who started the same day as I did but spent more was able to do. Where is clubs? Here's me. Let me clarify what spending means, because I'm going to talk about Tapjoy before I go off. Here's me. I spent like maybe a couple hundred. Yep, super live right now. All platforms. So here's me, top, like among the top of the 50 characters in our alliance. Here's Trom, Sen, and Matt, my roommate. Trom I know from Marvel Strike Force. Sen I also know from Marvel Strike Force, and we're all like close to each other, right? Recently, this is recent. Matt overtook because Matt and me and a couple of other people have been doing Tapjoy offers to get a whole bunch of free gems and using them when the events start. Soundless came in, dropped his wallet, and said, "What's up?" And Lyra has outspent me both in Tapjoy gems and in money by, I'm gonna say marginally, maybe like $50 or $60. So look at what $50 or $60 worth of value differentiates between me and her. Like, that's, you see what I'm saying? Like if I've spent 150, she spent 200. You know what I mean? Like, that's the conversation. So here's her team, all at 55, and she has enough to immediately take a new character up and see what happens. And I think these teams are totally valuable teams. I would recommend any combination of most of these characters as a team to work on. But that said, you know, this is her taking advantage of early growth, which I support. I did that in Marvel Strike Force. One of the reasons I spent so much money in Marvel Strike Force was I was ahead of the curve for like 90% of content, so that I've stopped spending money in that game because of this and like other games, and I still don't worry about unlocking new characters or completing new content. It has no effect on me because of money I've spent, so I don't have to keep spending to do that. So I appreciate what she's doing, and I did it too, so it's not like her separate. But ultimately, this is all gonna balance out real soon. She's level 55, I'm level 47. In 5 levels for her, she's gonna reach a cap, and then it'll take me that much time. I'm also kind of been waiting to see what global launch looks like for this game, to see how excited everyone is for it, how big this game gets. I'm gonna release a couple more videos today on this game. Watch them or don't, I get you. But I really want to see how big this game is before I decide, like, oh, okay, no, I'm supposed to go all in and drop like $1,000 on it or something. I don't want to make that choice prior to knowing how big this game's going to be, because it's the difference between a personal investment of gameplay and a business investment for content. Other than that, Tapjoy, last thing. If you are a person who doesn't want to spend money or happens to have more free time than money, Tapjoy offers exist. I don't have access to an emulator. How do I get the most of the Tapjoy offers? I don't know what you mean. I mean, do them. I do them on my phone all the time. Which you'll check with Tapjoy. First of all, the Discovery ones are basically free. Every single one of these, you just install. Words Are Friends, download and run this app for 38. So, I'm just gonna, you click the button, it should automatically open a Google Play Store link. If it doesn't, you have to do it on something else. Yep. It's not working on an emulator for me right now. But these are just free gems you get every day for doing the random thing it tells you. Actions are a little bit weirder. Please be very careful if it's offering to give you like gold, like if you have to give them money, like don't look at the gem count. Like this is get LifeLock app and enroll. Okay, wow, that's a lot of gems. Then you look and you have to sign up for this like identity theft program that's like $100 a month. So like no, I'm not doing it. On the other side, like beat level 38 in Cookie Jam for 600 gems. I mean, I don't know how hard it's going to take to do it, and it usually tells you how many days you have to complete an item. So like gain 30 power and merge dragons. You know, some of these events, I wouldn't do the Klondike. You're just going to install these other games and play these other games and accrue credits for it. And occasionally they do a double drop. Sometimes there's an offer that's like $10, and you get like $100 worth of gems. So sometimes these offers are crazy. Anything that's like, if it looks like, oh, this is so easy for this many gems, trust me, it's not easy. Spin the lucky wheel. No, don't. You're gonna go here, and that wheel is gonna, like, first of all, it's gonna give your phone HIV. So that's going to be terrible. Like, your phone's going to be like LimeWire, 1994. It's just going to explode. And the second is you're going to click 46 times and never get the gems. Anything that's like, oh, it's so quick for a lot of gems, trust me, that's a trap. Like, they know why they're giving you this many gems. Rest in peace. Complete an action. No, thank you. That's how you lose your soul. I'm not doing that. So Tapjoy does have opportunities to obtain free gems, and I can't put enough quotes around there because time is money and your time is money, and a lot of times you are putting valuable time and effort into this game that, like, if you do always do the math, you know what I mean? Always looking back, all right, how many gems is this getting me? 65 or 600. Well, that's $5 worth of gems. You know what? I got $5. You know what I mean? Like, I got $5. But if it's something that you think is easy or fun, then by all means. Oh, also, if you're a new player, this Shan Yu bundle. Buy it. You'll be happy, I promise you. As a matter of fact, 100%. This, I'm going out. Tell your friends. Buy the Shan Yu bundle, farm Facilier, And then, like, once you unlock Facilier in the Arena store or the Sorcerer's Tournament store, then go back to Shan Yu. The reason why is the 50 they're both 50 shard unlocks or 50 token unlocks, whatever you want to call them. So, like, if you're buying the 50 Shan Yu shards, you are basically also you're just buying Facilier just so that you don't have to spend the shards. It makes sense, trust me. Do both. And if you're not spending money, still farm Shan Yu, but Facilier is really good. And I cannot stress enough, do not farm to unlock, farm to improve. Bring characters up as high as you can. If for some reason you make a mistake, or you go like, I like Yzma, let me level her up. Well, you're wrong, I'm sorry, but also don't do that. But also stop. But also, please stop. Don't farm Yzma. If you do farm Yzma, you can audible. Like, you can be like, all right, I was wrong. Like, don't pot commit to doing something dumb because you're already in. Like, just skip. Like, just be like, all right, whatever, next. Like, ignore it. Like, leave it alone. Because all you're going to do is waste resources, waste time, and put yourself further behind than you already have. Know when to cut your losses and move on. So if you did audible, or if you are farming the wrong character or something that isn't great, it's okay. You can always recover. Just stop. Don't ever believe in sunk cost fallacy. It's #1 way you're going to end up being frustrated or angry at how you play the game. Other than that, let's just open this random orb. What? Calhoun? I'm so sad. I'm so sad they changed her unlock to 4-star. Because I had like 9 shards and I never cared about her. I think we're good, yeah. Okay, so guys, thanks so much for hanging out and watching this hour and 13-minute video of the global launch. For the rest of the day, I will be recording and making very quick top 10 videos. All of these are my opinion. None of these are based on fact. I don't care what other people's opinions are, because I'm a jerk. And as long as you understand that I'm a jerk, we're going to be great friends. So have a good night. Have a great day. I've been Tony Scungili, and thanks for hanging out, guys. I appreciate it.